You see it. I made me a Leo F down. Anyway, welcome to Interviews with a Spiritualist because this is what my inner child dreamed of since I was a kid. I always saw myself, Leo's daydream. I saw myself getting interviewed and asked those questions like, how did you overcome so and so? How did you get here? You're just so calm and so vibrant, so self confident. How did you do it? And back then, I had no clue how I was going to get the answer, but I knew that at some point I was going to get interviewed for it. The, the great thing is, I just realized it just hit me that I don't have to wait for the bigger podcasts. I could just record myself. Like, bitch, again, a black mirror, a regular mirror, mirrored the same. First question, F. How did you start this spiritual journey? I'm glad you asked. No, for real. It started in late 2016. Actually, sometime in 2015 when I realized I really didn't like myself. Like I was not my favorite person at all. And I just kept doing everything for everyone else and I was so fucking unhappy. Not to mention in a fucking cult. Getting out of that was some bullshit. But anyways, I realized all these things. It's like I want something else. I don't like my job. I'm trying to move out. I got baptized to be a Jehovah's Witness just to be able to take my sister once I did move out. Didn't work, by the way. But yeah, I was in there for like a year. And then I made it to a new place. And what I look at now was the biggest tower moment of my life. One of those that really change everything that you are. And I know I was so scared to get there because I had no idea what I was doing. Literally, like everyone else, fucking pretending. And I feel like a lot of life is just fucking pretending. Pretending you know what you're doing. When in reality, I look confident, bitch. Do I know what I'm doing? No. Did I have to? I feel like it took a lot of everything to admit that to myself and be open about it. Like I wasn't always like this. I was a shy kid in the corner that did not fucking talk. Very autistic. Like my mom not seeing it is crazy. Do you know how many times I got bullied for like random shit? My English doesn't have an accent. So I would get bullied for my people telling me that I wanted to be black because I didn't have an accent, because I didn't struggle to speak English like, other students. And I'm not saying the whole entire class, but everyone was at different levels of learning because my mom made sure to keep me in the ESL classes. She didn't want me to, think I was doing too much by regular English. It's a thing. Anyways, I'm digressing. All that to say that by the time I got to the new place, I had no clue who I was and I was pretending. Somewhere along the way, someone introduced me to like meditation and compare conspiracy theories and the potential of there being more to life than what we know. You know, that sent me on my spiritual awakening. And I did everything, but okay, never mind. That started me on my spiritual awakening, like everything. I realized that what I really needed to do was sit with myself. So if you're watching this, trying to figure out what the fuck should you be doing, sit with yourself. Meditate. But I don't know how it so many things are meditating if you know how to if you let yourself focus on that one thing. But within that, I ran. I fucking ran. What do you mean? What are you talking about? I fucking ran. I, I gotta sit with myself. I gotta see into my shit. No. So I got caught up in Crazy shit. I started knocking back tabs a little too often. Don't do it. Don't do it. Meanwhile, I was facing houselessness and so many other things. Like I was trying my best, but I wasn't necessarily well. You know, I just wanted to find my way. And I felt like I didn't have that. But I ran so much for myself that I put myself in situations that were just not the healthiest for me, but they were showing me so much that were a fucking mirror to everything I was running from. And in this like journey, I'm still in this like while reality, the 3D was doing that, I'm sitting here navigating myself. It got to a point where I could sit with myself, but there was this one thing I was avoiding, and I knew exactly what that thing I was avoiding was. And I just wasn't ready to face it. So I feel like as much as I expanded on a soul level and I got to know myself and I unlocked my gifts and connected to the universe and I could hear all the things I was looking for because I really wanted that. I really wanted that. I want the cool experience in the background, the magical experiences. I want them. Yes. So, and I got that. I got that. I did. I got to see so much. I got to feel so many things within myself. Bitch, this is a magical ass fucking movie. What are we talking about? But there was that one thing I kept avoiding. And I knew that on the other side of facing that was a whole new life. And I was scared. I was scared. But I could only keep up with it so long. And then one day I just cried my eyes out and I was like, I want different. I want different. This is trying to maintain a fucking job. Finding out what I wanted to do creatively, energetically, on a soul level. Like, why the fuck did I send myself here? And it was for shit like this to make videos, to share what I experienced, and to tell you that it's fucking true. You, what? Because nothing is real. Nothing is fucking real. Actual, actual thing, nothing as a thing is the only thing that is real. Everything else is a fucking hologram. It's a hallucination. We just fill in with pockets to pretend that something is happening, but nothing is real. And acknowledgments like that used to freak me the fuck out until I gave myself permission to not have to attach myself to a story of our beginnings to be okay. Because if you think about it, at the end of the day, there's never going to be a good enough why to justify any of this. Any of this. Any of this. Once you find a why, you start questioning the why a little too much and you start going crazy, and then you got to bring yourself back from the edges of the universe. And you ground and you help yourself and you create and you do all the things. And then you step out a little too far and you're like, fuck, what am I doing? What is happening? Why is it like this? Why doesn't anything make sense? Blah, blah. I got a notification. Anyway, why does it, and then you freak out and you come back again. And how you help yourself through those moments is what matters the fucking most. I put myself through hell to be able to walk somebody out of that existential crisis. Because I lived in that for months, maybe even years, and I can't even tell you because, bitch, me and time and the way I disassociated, I started using that imagination to my advantage, even though I still ran a little bit. It's different now. I think for the past 2 years, it's been it's been better. I take trips and I'm not tripping. You get what I mean? It's like I can have those moments and poke at my edges and go to these places and not be afraid of it. I'm not running for myself anymore because I know myself enough to know that I can help me through anything. With the assistance of the universe and my higher self and this and that, but you are in your body. Like your consciousness is in your body. This lifetime you've lived has been with you. You have shown yourself above everyone else that you're not leaving, that you will always be there for you. And I think it's important to like show yourself that and give yourself credit for that. You get what I mean? Because a lot of the shit that happened to you wasn't really your fault. And then the shit that was your fault, been there, been there, been there. It's okay to forgive yourself. It's okay to forgive yourself because at the end of the, you don't, why do you fault you? Is it because of other people? Like, are you repeating patterns? Or are you genuinely mad at yourself? And if you are genuinely mad at yourself, are you going to hold on to that shit your whole life? Like, at what point do you give yourself a permission to start over, to get, to give that relationship with yourself another chance? You know? You know? And that's why I do what I do. That's why I share the sessions that I do. Because my mind works like this, and the universe wants me to share the fact that my mind works like this. I don't know what's on the other side of this. But you can't have something in your heart for as long as you have for it to mean nothing, you know? And my voice broke a little bit because this is one of those things that I've been wanting to do as a kid since a kid. And I'm sensitive about my shit, you know? But the fact that I can now get to do this, and I know I could have done this a while back, but it's really about energy and the right moment. And I've posted this on my YouTube video a couple of times, but I feel like now I'm revisiting it with new energy from from a more whole perspective. I need water. But yeah, I can revisit this in a way that where it makes more sense to me. A year ago, I started doing this, and maybe I posted a couple of videos because I didn't know what was going to happen with the videos. I didn't know why I was doing it. I was just following nudges from the universe. But now I get to see the bigger picture as to why I started doing it. It's for my inner child. We've been wanting to do this. This has been our thing. Like a fucking Leo loves a camera, and I'm so comfortable with being by myself. I love being in the comfort of myself cuz once humans get involved, I got to pretend to know what I'm doing in a body to whatever extent. And my friends don't expect too much, bitch. I be autism and the fuck out and this, you know, and they cool with that. My best friend knows we have our nonverbal moments. We just exist in the room together. And that's proximity enough. She knows I love her. But yeah, this will also help me prep for the bigger podcasts and whatnot once my the rest of my stuff goes viral. You know, it's always up from here. Like you up, but you can always be more up. Steadily increasing over time and all that. Anyway, thank you for watching.